Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. So today it's cleaning out day on the farm, so I'm going to be cleaning out all of the animals. So some of my animals get done daily and then some of them get cleaned out fully weekly. So I'm going to start with the horses. So we always poop hit the fields every single day for the horses. During summer we don't have anything else to clean out, like the stables or anything. It is literally just pooping the paddocks. So I just bob between field to field. So I'll see Charlie first, then I go see Taffy. I don't know if he's practicing his yoga or just having a stretch. So the reason that we poop pick in the morning is just to reduce the amount of flies that are near the horses during the day, especially in summer. And also the reason that we poop pick daily is to reduce the worm burden. So we worm our horses on a worm count, so you send off a fecal sample, and if there's a certain number of eggs in the fecal sample, then you worm the horses. Now we're very good and very on it with our poop picking, so we generally don't have to worm our horses very often because they have such a low worm burden. And honestly I think this is just because we poop pick every single day. So some horses are easier to poo pick than others. So Chili is great to poo pick because he does all of his poos in one section, whereas all the other horses spread it out across the field. And then once I've done poop picking all 6 paddocks, it's up the ramp and to empty it into the trailer. So our muck trailer just goes onto our big muck heap, and that gets emptied every week. So once all the horses are done, it's then on to the chickens. So we have quite a few chickens now. I think we have like 16, 17 chickens. So our chickens get cleaned out weekly. They get sort of a daily spot clean, and then once a week they get a full clean where everything's taken out of their coop. We use a lot of mite powder, so we had a bit of an issue with red mites previously, so we're very on it with our red mite powder. So the first thing that I do with assistance from some of the chicks is to take out all of the trays. So we have plastic chicken coops which are really good for getting rid of red mites and keeping them low, and they're really easy to clean out as well. So we take out all the trays and just empty out all of the shavings, and then take out then the bottom of their nesting boxes as well and clean all of that out. So once I've emptied all of the dirty shavings out, it's that I then dust all the trays. So I dust underneath where the shavings are going to go, again just trying to reduce all of the red mites. Because red mites can actually be fatal in chickens. And then I pop on some new shavings in all of the trays. And then I also pop some mite dust on top of the shavings as well. So then it's time just to pop everything back in. And lock it all up again. So the good thing about these coops is that the roof lifts off, which is so handy. And I just take some red mite spray and give it a good spray all over in the coop and quickly dust the perches as well. And I also put a little bit of dust on the roof as this is where the red mites tend to go during the day. So as we have so many chickens, my boyfriend helped me out by cleaning out the other big chicken coop for me. And again, it's the exact same thing that we do. So we do also have another 2 separate chicken enclosures. So once all of the coops have been cleaned out, it's then on to the water. So our smaller groups of chickens have these little waterers. So I just give them a scrub inside and out just to make sure that they're all nice and clean for them. And then top up all of the water. So my chickens get additives in their water, so they get vitamin boost and they also get cider vinegar. So I just pop 5 milliliters of the Vit Boost into both of their water bowls. And then they get a cup of cider vinegar each as well. And then we just pop those back into the little chicken enclosures. As for our 2 larger groups of chickens, these all have large water butts, so I just go in and give these a scrub around where the chickens eat out of the bowl and just empty these out and then fill it up with the hose pipe. And then again, these get their vitamin boost and some cider vinegar. And there we go, nice fresh water for the chicks. So the last part of the chicken clean out is to top up all of their grip bowls. They have quite a few grip bowls scattered around their enclosures, and that is the chicks done, and onto the piggies. So I have 2 pet pigs. I have Primrose and Pickle. So pigs are actually really low maintenance when it comes to cleaning out. They're very, very clean, so they don't actually poo or urinate in their sty. They keep that very clean. So during the summer, all we have to do really is top up their straw every now and again. Sometimes we give them a full clean out, but that's not very often. That is, however, done more in the winter because obviously the sties might get wet with rain or something like that if the wind's in a certain direction. However, during the summer, I just poo pick the pigs, and it is exactly the same as sort of poo picking the horses, except I use a bucket instead of a barrow. And then onto the other paddocks, again, just do the exact same, just go in and pick up all of the poo. So the final animals I have on the farm to clean out are the rabbits. So my rabbits live in a shed, so they have this large rabbit shed which is next to the chickens, and they each have their own little indoor and outdoor enclosure. Cleaning the rabbits out is actually quite an easy job. First, all I do is remove any toys or bowls and accessories that they have in there. I then remove their large litter trays, so each of my rabbits has a really big litter tray, and then I brush up any excess hay or shavings that are in their little enclosures. And then I just pop this into their litter tray to be emptied into the trailer. So each tray is then sprayed with some disinfectant and wiped down. Some of our trays are quite old, so they do have quite a bit of staining. and then I replace all of their shavings in the litter trays, and then I pop some hay on top of the shavings. And then just to encourage my rabbits to eat their hay, and also just because it's nice in their diet, they get some dried forage sprinkled on top. And then that just goes back in, and so do all their accessories and their toys. So that was my rabbit Ariel, and then I repeat all of these stages for my other rabbit Dottie, who lives next door. So Dottie's a really good hay eater, so she has a hay rack as well, whereas the others only eat out of their litter trays. And as you can see, that's it all nice and clean. And then finally we have Nala. So Nala is my lionhead rabbit, and her section doesn't have a roof bit, so she just has the bottom section, although it is still 8x4 foot, I believe. And again, I just do the exact same in her enclosure as well. My rabbits are really good, they're all litter trained, so they're really easy to clean out. And then the final indoor step is just to sweep up the rest of my shed. So this is my little storage area outside of the bunnies' enclosures. And then it's on to outside. So as I mentioned, each of my rabbits has a little outside aviary area. So the rabbits spend most of their time during the summer outside, so there are lots of poos to pick up. Inside they only ever go in their litter tray, but outside they can just poop everywhere. But luckily we put rubber matting down, so it's really easy to clean, so all we have to do is just sweep up and pop it in the bucket. So the final step for cleaning out my rabbits is to wash out and fill up all of their water bottles. So they each have a giant water bottle because during the summer they tend to drink quite a lot of water, and I just pop these on their enclosures and that's then done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you did, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.